It's taken you quite long to finally see the day of the release. It's still a few days away. What has taken you so long?
वो मेरा गलती नहीं है. अच्छा सा कहानी आना चाहिए, अच्छा सा
बिल्कुल, हाँ.
टाइमिंग आना चाहिए.
हाँ.
I believe in destiny in a practical way. That I feel that as a director, what one actually brings to the table is obsession to tell a story.
How did that work out? Did it tell you that you should be directing this? How did that happen actually?
I wanted to take this story. The only person I could think of was Aamir sir. As a producer, as a superstar, as an actor, as a human being, I thought this is a story that and this is a world that needs someone who's very sensitive. He was like the one person I had all boxes ticked.
All boxes.
And then I went into sorrow.
Okay. How does one become a director and tell him where he's going wrong, where he's going right? What is that? Where do you find that balance? Because you have to be fair to the story as well.
Correct. A great question. And this is one of the first questions I asked him. That sir, how would you like to be directed? I must tell you again, he made me very comfortable. Like in fact, we did our workshops. We had a screen test for the heroine also. So I went and told him, sir, I would like to do a particular process called improv, which we used to do in theatre. I mean, I completely understand if you don't want to do any of this kids stuff. He said, no, I want to do it. And he gave it so much of his heart.
Has that pressure hit you that this Aamir Khan film is going to go to the theatres, to the audience? It's your film, all eyes on it. You know, it's a phase of his career where he does one film in 3-4 years. Has that hit you?
No. It does not hit me at all. Because luckily we are so immersed in work.
Right.
We are in the last final leg of, fine tuning and polishing. And the honest answer is it has not. But more and more people ask me this question. I'm beginning to, oh God,
What is that like?
Yeah.
See the list you've joined. Ashutosh Gowarikar has made, Rakesh Om Prakash has made. So many, these are Aamir Khan directors. You are an Aamir Khan director now. That's a big deal.
Which is why I'm even more scared. When I met Ashu sir,
what did he say?
I mean, like when I meet people like Ashu sir and Raju sir and all that, it's like for me, I'm meeting the best of the players, right? Who you kind of grew up watching.
True.
And what I see in all of them is again what I see in Aamir sir also is that they're so humble, they're so down to earth, and they're so like almost childlike in their approach to their love for cinema.
Prasanna, welcome to Bollywood Hungama. This is a great time to chat with you. Your poster is right in the middle between us. It says 20th June in theatres only.
Yeah.
Are you on track? Does this put pressure on you?
Well, pressure is a good thing.
Okay.
So there's good pressure.
That's good pressure. But, it's taken you quite long to finally see the day of the release. It's still a few days away. What has taken you so long?
Rumi says, what you seek is seeking you. So I believe in that completely.
Okay.
That one is constantly excited by something new, something that, hits all the emotional needs of a movie with entertainment, with also possibly something beautiful to say.
Right.
So this is the holy grail of a lot of filmmakers, and I belong to that school where I feel that cinema can entertain, can move you. So I think one is constantly seeking. One is constantly seeking, and time is something that one has to invest. So I think I always look at time as an investment rather than. I know a lot of people have asked me like, "अरे इतना time हो गया," but वो मेरा गलती नहीं है. अच्छा सा कहानी आना चाहिए, अच्छा सा timing आना चाहिए. I believe in destiny in a practical way. That I feel that as a director, what one actually brings to the table is the obsession to tell a story. Right. I feel that if you're not obsessed to tell a story, cinema is so difficult to make. Once that ship goes, it's a tough journey.
Right.
So you might as well go with a destination which you like, and with the people that you love and you can hang out with and have fun with, hopefully.
Right. I was watching your interview with Bhardwaj Rangan, which was 7 years ago, where you were talking about praising Aamir Khan Productions, and you said ki I can't, there are actually people who read scripts there. Were you manifesting working with him, or what was that?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's amazing that this has happened. I'll tell you what I told Aamir sir the first time I met him.
When was this?
This was for this movie only.
Okay.
I mean, officially, I met him for this movie about think what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Okay.
And in one of those early meetings, I told him, sir, there are some dreams which one doesn't even dream. वो dream कभी out of syllabus हो जाता है. It's not within the syllabus of a dream. You are one such person, you know, because one doesn't even dare to dream that one will direct Aamir Khan, because that is something that has to happen from the other side.
Yeah.
Right. So I think there's an interesting anecdote I can share with you. When Aamir sir won the Best Debut Director Award for Taare Zameen Par, and it was by this beautiful family organization called the Gollapudi Srinivas Award in Chennai.
Right.
And I think this was that year of 2007 or so when Taare released. And Aamir sir was on stage. He doesn't accept awards, you know that he doesn't. But he came for this because it was a very emotional family who was doing this for their son who wanted to be a director and then passed away while making a film, and therefore they want to honor other directors who are doing the debuts. A very emotional reason.
Right.
And sir was there, and the legends of Tamil cinema were there too. Balachandar sir, who's very respected. He was giving a speech, and Aamir sir was on. So while all of this was happening, there was one kid who was not even inside the auditorium. There was a crowd inside the auditorium. Then there was a massive crowd outside who would not even get in. And that kid was me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I saw Aamir sir in the crowd, and the first thing I noticed was, man, he's so humble. Oh, kya hua? And so I told him that. And, so I shared, sir, that kid who couldn't even get into that stage, is today sharing the room with you. And it's just God's blessing.
Wow. So how did that work out? Did it tell you that you should be directing this? How did that happen actually?
No, actually I reached out. So Shamat was his manager then. He had reached out after Shubmangal, sometime after Shubmangal, and he said, we'll really like your movie, and is there something that you want to share with us for Aamir sir to produce? And I remember asking him with a lot of, I said, I don't want to sound presumptuous or preposterous, but does this also include a script for, can I like pitch for Aamir sir to act?
Yeah.
So he was like, acha, ye bhi chahiye tumhe. But he was very nice. And he said, so what?
Yeah.
You never know. Aamir sir has no formula as such. So I was like, dekhte hain. So in my mind, I had kept a 10-year plan. That okay, abhi se pitch karunga, he'll reject. Eventually, I will get to the Everest, the Himalayas, So a lot of thanks to Shamat, because he was very patient. And so then what happened was, when I wanted to take this story, the only person I could think of was Aamir sir. As a producer, as a superstar, as an actor, as a human being, I thought this is a story that, and this is a world that needs someone who's very sensitive, who's very compassionate. As an actor also, on set, again as a superstar, who has that, the love of the fans, who are expecting Aamir sir to do films which are sensitive, emotional, and entertain.
Right.
And as a producer, again a person who has set the standard for doing sensitive movies, right? Starting with Taare Zameen Par and Lagan and all those things, right? So he was like the one person I had all boxes ticked. And then I went into sorrow.
Okay.
Because if Aamir Khan is the only choice you have in your head as a director who has made one film, then it's never going to happen.
Correct.
Because how do you even dream that Aamir Khan will say yes to a guy who's a kid, one film old? So I went into sorrow actually. Like I was like, my God, man, ये तो होने ही नहीं वाला है. And then I said, okay, चलो बोल देता हूँ शामत को. Maximum क्या होगा, गाली देगा ना. So I said this. He said, okay, let me see करके. And he said, after about 6 months, I was at home in Chennai and wearing some very random shorts and some banyan type shirt. And I get a call, and he had given me his number and all that. So I get a call from Aamir Khan, and I was like, a video call.
Video call, wow.
And now,
like first change.
Should I change my shirt and attend the call? In which case I risk losing the call. Once I was like, dude, this director is fired. Yeah. He's like, even he's not even
answering my call.
Okay. So I was like, okay, chuck the shirt. Hold on to Aamir. So I took it, and I remember answering him like this. So. But even then, he made me feel so comfortable, and he said, I really love this, this want to start embark on this journey with you. And why do you want to tell this story?
Yeah.
And tell me about yourself. And just the questions he asked, right? Within 2 minutes, I felt like
Wow.
like so comfortable, and so I think he's got that extraordinary ability to make people very comfortable around him.
Wow, that's true that he has. What was it about this story? Was it always meant to be Sitaare Zameen Par? Was it always meant to be a sequel that you would make for him?
See, honestly, the thought of it being a spiritual sequel came organically.
Okay.
Right? For me, first, it's the story, right? The story was so exciting, and Aamir sir is also excited about the story. And somewhere in our discussions, it naturally, I was constantly referencing Taare Zameen Par, saying that, sir, what a classic film you made, and we would watch scenes, and he would explain how he shot stuff, and constantly in our conversations, organically, that Taare Zameen Par, the fact that this world is also coming from a world of sensitivity towards special needs, right? So it was very organically, it came that way, and then when sir gave this title, like Sitaare Zameen Par, for me, I felt it was apart from everything else, it was an act of huge generosity from his side, because remember that kid who was watching Taare Zameen Par getting the best debut award, and I was like very thrilled and extremely scared, that but I just felt that Aamir sir was very generous in allowing this is his first, in that sense, a sequel, right? And but I think it came very organically. It came because in that film, like Aamir sir says everywhere, in that film we have one thought, and this film kind of extends that thought to another place, but it comes from the same heart of Taare Zameen.
True, nice. You clearly, all of us are fans of Aamir, and so were you. How does one become a director and tell him where he's going wrong, where he's going right? What is that? Where do you find that balance? Because you have to be fair to the story as well.
Correct. Great question. And this is one of the first questions I asked him. That, sir, how would you like me to? How would you like to be directed? So I must tell you again, he made me very comfortable. Like, in fact, we did our workshops, we did our we had a screen test for the heroine also, and even during that time I went to him. So this is the first time I was actually in. This was like way before in the pre-prod. So first opportunity for me to actually work with him as a director actor, right? So that was during Lal Singh ka end of that phase. And I was like, so I went and told him, sir, I would like to do a particular process called improv, which we used to do in theatre. But I would, it's so much fun. Can we just do it? I mean, I completely understand if you don't want to do any of this kids stuff. He said, no. I want to do it. What do you mean? Yeah, I want to do it. I mean, I said, no, sir, because, this is actually to screen test the heroine. He said, no, but मुझे में मजा आएगा यार. बोल क्या है? Then I told him about improv. He said, यार ये तो I've done in theatre 20 years ago. I said, yes, sir, for the same reason. I don't want you to feel like I'm like being cocky with you. But no, we'll do it. And he gave it so much of his heart. So I think Aamir sir is a director's delight. I mean, he's one person who makes the director feel comfortable. And in fact, he expects the director to, even during the shoot, before on the puja day when we did the puja and we go for the shoot, right? So after doing the puja, I went up to his vanity on the path. I said, sir, my first day, so please wish me luck. He said, yeah, all the best. And I said, sir, there'll be some points where I have to come and like tell you, right? I will be telling it with a lot of love, but I might be wrong also. But like I tell every other actor, I will need to come and tell you. So I hope you're okay with it. He said, but that's your job. So he makes it very comfortable for people to come up to him and rehearse and workshop. And
do you if you reach a point of a creative difference where he wants something and you want something, what happens?
We always want the same thing, which is the film to be good. And there are so many occasions. There are so many occasions when Aamir sir is just like, gone with what the director wants. Absolutely. Like, because he really he's worked with the finest with the fine directors.
Yeah, he's worked with the best.
So I think one great thing with Aamir sir is that he actually he's a legend who I think first he's an audience, then he's a filmmaker or an actor. First he's an audience. So I think he's so much in love with cinema that everything he comes from is, hey, you know what, this is good, can we do better? It comes from the film. And at the same time, if something has been written in the script which works, he will make sure that nobody changes even one comma, one word, whether it is me or him. He will say, no, Abhi hum, we are, what is he? What is a bigad rahe? We are now like spoiling it, don't do it.
Spoil it.
So I think he is a person who, it's a joy because he has a lot of conversations and I have a lot of conversations with him, and he actually is a person who not once he would ever pull, what do you say, pull his weight or pull his power and say that. Because if Aamir sir says that, dude,
correct,
back off.
Yeah, then
I'm
what do
Aamir.
you do?
What do I do?
What do you do? Yeah.
He can do it. And he's right. He's a big guy and
He's a producer, director.
and
himself,
also I love and admire his films. So he may be right, but not once he would.
Right.
If it's like discussion between friends, like how I used to do theatre and how I used to do, and culturals, like, and once you're fixed to that, he is a person who completely submits to the director.
Right.
There is no doubt. Like there are so many occasions when he'll be like, suddenly on set he'll call me sir. He'll be like, hey, ye kya ho gaya?
Wow.
Yeah, it's because then I realize it's his aadat.
It's a habit, right?
Like I might be a kid in comparison to the other directors, but sir, is it okay? I'll be like, sir, whom is he calling sir?
Right. You tell me, you've directed him now, so you can actually tell me. A lot of directors who have worked with Aamir Khan have actually given their best film with Aamir Khan. What is it? Why is that? Can you identify that this could be a reason?
Well, I hope I've done a good film first of all, and I hope Aamir sir is happy with the film. Having said that, yes, I have also wondered that what is the Aamir magic? What is it that, as a fan, what Aamir? I have a feeling now, having worked with him, I think the fact that you're going to take something to Aamir, right? For example, if right now you're my writer and I'm writing something with you, and then I give my best, and then we're thinking, then I do one pass. Okay, now I love it. Now I kind of just take a step back and think, wait, is it good enough for Aamir? I think that is the Aamir magic.
Right.
The fact that you know that he comes with a legacy of really good films.
So even writers, directors, you think keep their best and will put in their best.
Yeah, because it's like, for example, like I will give the example of in a different context. I'll tell you, right?
Sure.
Let's say I want to make a piece of art, correct? But I want to make a piece of art for my mother or my child or my wife or my father or my lover or my friend, right? I am the same artist, but एक वो होता है ना extra pyar, extra attention, because you love somebody, and for me it's the same. Like whenever I see something, I also try to kind of grow and think that, okay, when Aamir sir sees, this, would he catch something? So there's always. So I told my ADs right at the beginning that working with Aamir sir will be very easy if we think it is going to be tough.
Right. Right.
And it's going to be very tough if you think it's going to be easy. So you do your homework, you do your best, and then you go. Then it's absolutely, I think that Aamir magic is the fact that he makes you a better filmmaker than you are.
Wow. That's a great way to put it.
I mean, this is true of me. He
You've made
makes me a better
also,
filmmaker than I was. I mean, he kind of, and people say, no, they push you.
Yeah.
So he doesn't push you, he pulls you. He's like, he's a kind of a person who just inspires you to do better and better. Because he's there, he's out there, he's doing it.
Right.
And he doesn't stop.
Right. So one thing is making a film with Aamir Khan, which you have already done. The next film is releasing an Aamir Khan film.
Yeah.
Has that pressure hit you that this Aamir Khan film is going to go to the theaters, to the audience? It's your film, all eyes on it. It's a phase of his career where he does one film in 3-4 years. Has that hit you?
No. It does not hit me at all. Because luckily we are so immersed in work.
Right.
We are in the last final leg of, fine tuning and polishing. And the honest answer is it has not. But more and more people ask me this question. I'm beginning to, oh God,
What is that like?
Yeah. So, but it's, I mean, honestly, for me, I take it in a different way. I mean, like, when my first film released, very few people knew it released. So that time the pressure was more that nobody cares for my film or what? Yeah. Because my first film in Tamil, which I did, was a 1.5 crore budget film.
Okay.
It was an independent film, and we had a wonderful actor, Prasanna, his name was, and but we didn't have a superstar, right? So that pressure for me was a lot. So that's a different kind of pressure.
Okay.
Now the pressure is obviously that that hopefully the people will love the film, hopefully the people will connect with the film, and that pressure is what never ever goes. Yeah, I mean that's what you're.
Are you saying you've never thought that the whole world will be watching this movie? Every Indian will be watching the next Aamir Khan movie?
I have thought about it, but I have kind of shielded myself from it,
Right.
because while making a movie, one has to constantly uh, have that dichotomy between audience and the you as a director, and it's a constant kind of like a balance you need to find. And this time around, because I had Aamir sir,
Right.
so I know that here is one person who, he's on set with me every day. He's there in every scene, and somehow for me, it was like, hey, if he likes something, that kind of takes the pressure off my back.
Right.
Because he is so experienced and he's so into it, and I think it's only now, like when the trailer went out, it got a lot of love. It struck me, oh my God, oh my God, I've made an Aamir film. Because honestly, till now, my trailers have not gone this big, and that night I remember telling my wife, Meena, that this is Aamir Khan. Like, just one trailer goes out and all my friends from everywhere, they all were like, oh, this is what you were doing for the last 5 years,
Wow. So, any release day planned? What will that day be like? Do you think you'll get easy sleep and you're someone who will be like nervous and
Usually, one day before my film release, I feel I should have stuck to my engineering and got an IT job.
Right.
And I harassed my wife saying the whole night that yaar main galti kar diya, ye filmmaking nahi karna chahiye tha. I have I'm an imposter and I have fooled everybody till now, but I'm a bad filmmaker. So this happens in every film.
Okay.
Even in my first film, even my second film, and you suddenly come to a point where you've done everything. Abhi exam likh liya. So then what do?
Yeah.
You get anxious. So then you're like, I get into this moment, maybe I should have done engineering. And then I remind myself that I may not have been a good engineer either. So
But come on, see the list you've joined. Ashutosh Gowarikar has made, Rakesh Om Prakash has made. So many, these are Aamir Khan directors. You are an Aamir Khan director now. That's a big deal.
which is why I'm even more scared. When I met Ashu sir, what did
he say?
I mean, like when I meet people like Ashu sir and Raju sir and all that, it's like for me, I'm meeting the best of the players, right? Who you kind of grew up watching.
True.
And what I see in all of them is again what I see in Aamir sir also is that they're so humble, they're so down to earth, and they're so like almost childlike in their approach to their love for cinema.
Right. But see this part, you come from South and you've worked with actors over there. Most of them are like that there, right? Yeah. Here we just we think they'll be different, right?
I've been very lucky. Even Ayushmann was a fantastic guy to work with.
He's a good guy.
So,
Right.
So I've been very lucky in that way that I've had, worked with really amazing, like Bhumi.
Bhumi, yeah, very sweet.
Yeah.
Right. Also, you're coming at a time where you're a good person to, if you can give me an answer for this. The audience in the theater has become so, so choosy and picky with what they watch. But when it's a South movie releasing here, when a Pushpa 2 is coming or anything is coming, they're like, yeah, pakka entertainment hai, I will go for it. What has happened that there's less faith in Hindi cinema when it comes to spending money, paying for a ticket, and a lot of faith in South movies?
See, honestly, I know I'm talking just as myself and as an audience.
Absolutely,
honestly, as an audience, ना जब मैं एक movie देखता हूँ, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि वो मराठी है, हिंदी है, तमिल है या हॉलीवुड का पिक्चर है.
Right.
Like recently, yesterday I saw a Marathi film का song, April, May 99. It's a beautiful song. I want to watch the film. So I think when I'm talking as an audience. So when I have as an audience, today I want to eat pizza means I'll go to a pizza shop. If I want to have idli, I'll go to an idli shop. I think as an audience, when I watch a film, I just want to watch a film which gives me a great experience. Now, be it an emotional experience, be it a emotional experience through comedy or through like a 12th fail. A very inspiring story, or a movie like Top Gun and the spectacles and
full spectacle,
or a movie like Lagan. Like recently, I went to the Lagan re-release, and the theater was like cheering and bursting and CT bajawing as much as RRR and Bahubali. So I genuinely think that wherever today we have a choice, wherever there is a good film that I can watch, I will go and watch. Whether it is Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, does not matter. I know of a lot of people here who love May Aragan one movie. They can't even pronounce it. They say May Aragan, that movie with how many people have seen it?
Right.
Malayalam films. Fahad Fazil is so famous here.
Yeah, he is.
And likewise in Tamil Nadu, we love Aamir Khan. All Aamir Khan's movies we watch.
Yeah.
And my wife keeps correcting me. It's not Aamir Khan. It's Aamir Khan. You know?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I always call him Aamir Khan,
Right.
you know, because it's easy for my Chennai tongue. So we love Aamir sir in Chennai. All his Sitaare, Zameen, all his movies. So I think it's just that so many options are there, and I really believe that if there is a good film which entertains, gives you a good time, and also emotionally connects with you, I think it stands a very good chance at the audience giving it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, a go.
True. Ultimately, it's that. Prasanna, what is the plan after this? You know, once you direct Aamir Khan, you've already raised the bar for yourself also. Next, people go on to direct Shah Rukh Khan, and then they go and direct other actors. Is your plan to stay and work with these kind of people? Do you have a plan?
See, honestly speaking, again, I'll give you the answer with Nitesh sir gave me. I asked him after Dangal. So I remember I was in Kalayil office, Anand Rai sir's office. Dangal ka trailer aaya tha. We were like mind blown.
Yeah,
like,
what a film.
the hell, you know, like from out of the blue. Like I remember very clearly, Aamir sir was pictured in so many places, and there was no communication at all. Suddenly, tabak karke Dangal trailer, I am like, oh my god, you know. So that evening, I think Nitesh sir was supposed to come. So we were all waiting to see who's this man. Nitesh Tiwari karke. So simple, so humble, such a lovely person. So in the outside when we were there, I introduced myself and I said, sir, how is it working with Aamir Khan? You know? He said one line. He said, you know what? The problem with Aamir Khan is he's an addiction.
Yeah.
One film you do with him, you start thinking every film that isko pitch karna hai fir se. So for me, the best way I can answer this question is that I know for a fact that working with Aamir sir is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But I hope it is not.
Yeah, that's true. It should not be, right? You know, also, have you all rubbed off against each other because he makes one movie in 3-4 years. You also, your speed is not something that you make. What is this with both of you that agar tum log banaoge, to we'll have to wait 3-4 years?
No. See, first of all, Aamir sir taking his time to work is a totally different comparison.
Okay.
First of all, he can afford to, I can't. Okay. Like my wife reminds me. But I think right now, you know, I took a long break also because I was very scared after Shubh Mangal, you know, that after a long time I got my dream of becoming a filmmaker came true in Tamil. Then immediately I was doing it in Hindi. I didn't have time to spend with family. So I was spending a lot of time with family around that time. And also to there were a lot of thoughts in my head that success and this one, we go through lots of, we want success, but I don't know how to handle it also. So I went back to my safety zone of family, where they will treat you without any respect and all that. So go back to your basics. So then I went there and I was trying to almost 2 years I went in just living life and running away from success, you know, in the sense because I knew that I don't want to botch it up by doing something, you know, like that. And they'll say, "Acha, possibly." A lot of people used to ask me, when is your next film? And I used to tell them, I'm so happy that you're asking when is your next film? Right. Instead of asking, "Ture picture kyun banaya abhi?"
Right. Lastly, who do you want validation from? What will be your ideal Friday when it releases? Reviews, audience, houseful boards. What are your dreams for this?
Well, I think that when I saw Taare Zameen Par, right, I remember I saw it with my friends in Chennai, and I was astounded by the movie, like all of us. And for me, watching the movie unfold there, and I remember towards the end, you know, like really wanting to cry. And at one point, just looking around to see if has anybody else noticed that I'm crying. Realize everybody's bawling their eyes out. So I said, "Baad mein ja, let me also cry," you know, without shamelessly. So I think for me, what a film can do is to move people.
Right.
And laughter is a very, very important, I feel a very important emotion by which we connect with people.
Right.
like even in Shubmangal, there was a very tough topic to communicate.
Yeah, extremely challenging.
Yeah.
Especially people can, but
It can
you
go
did it
anywhere.
so well. Yeah.
So I think when you do it with a good-natured humor, what happens is it connects to people and they open up to you.
Right.
So for me, if you ask me what is the validation, the validation is if a person watches this movie and feels happy, that will be the validation.
That's
and
enough. Yeah.
everything else is beyond anyone's control.
Nice. Like you were talking about Nitesh, that he's extremely sweet and humble. I'm sure a lot of people say that about you also. And adding to that, you're funny, you have a sense of humor. So I can't wait to watch this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanna. All the best.
Wonderful.